Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Cappers Nation live. Sunday edition. Oh, we got to get the lighting going. There we go. Lighten it up in here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody this beautiful Sunday morning? Get this live chat up, see wherever it's at. There we go. I got the live chat rolling. Good morning. How is everybody this morning? Mr. Michael Jordan in the house. How is everybody? Who's ready for a great day today? All right. Let's see here. Who's in the house? Michael Jordan, D-Mall, B. Fulton, Nathan. Doesn't like NHL because he likes minus 110s. Shane Russell. What's going on, Shane? Jamie Lee, 1978. Kyle, what's going on, Muddy? How are you? Michael J.S. Christopher, good morning. Kingsley, what's going on, bud? How are you? Everybody just tuning in. We've got our text message alert going out. If you're on our text message alert list, as of right now, yeah, just 2 premium plays today. Small board today, as of right now. 2 premium plays, 3 personal plays. We had some good ones yesterday. We also had some, good morning, William, tuning in by text message. We also had a couple heartbreakers. A couple teams let us down late. Louisville, to be specific. I don't know how Louisville loses that game. Mr. Butler in the house. Good morning. Johnny K. Good morning. Jonathan. Good morning. Lorenzo. Yeah, Nathan. One thing that I don't think you understand is that these games hit nearly 80% of the time, so the casinos are going to tax you if you want to bet it. You want to bet it, you're going to have to lay the wood. It doesn't. It's not rocket science. You just got to have a big set to be able to do it. No different than baseball. Christopher, good morning. Bob G, good morning. Tar Heel Tim, good morning. I don't know what I did to my browser, but all of a sudden my fonts are super small, but whatever. Like squinting to read your guys' messages. Patrick Scroggins, good morning. Ron, good morning. Sam, good morning. E. Jackson, good morning. It's a name I haven't seen before around here. E. Jackson, welcome. Absolutely, Bob. Definitely let's kill the bookies today. Terrace, good morning. Everybody that's just tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is our Sunday edition. Going to be breaking down college basketball. Do have something exciting to announce regarding UFC tonight. UFC on ESPN. We do UFC. We do boxing. We don't do a lot of it. But our UFC guy, a couple of the guys are real big into the UFC. And they will be sending out... Actually, we won't be sending it out. Well, we'll make that announcement here in a little bit. We've got UFC, just put it this way, we've got UFC for everybody today. Jamie Lee, some like FanDuel in New York, they're making the lines over 2. Vegas hasn't moved it yet. Most offshore places haven't moved it yet. They're just basically taxing you if you want to bet them. And they're not all high juice. They're not all high juice. The LA Kings yesterday were actually plus money. Over 1.5 plus $1.15. It's not something that we've usually highly promote Kingsley, but there's now that it's on ESPN, there's a bigger demand for it, so we're going to be bringing it to our clients. That's the reason why. Now that, just plain and simple, now that there's a bigger demand for it. All right, we got our text message going on. Kathy, good morning. Who else is here? Humbly favored. Good morning, Bud. How are you? Bob G. Alrighty. Sunday edition. Who in here, out of curiosity, who in here bets the UFC or boxing? Just out of curiosity, if you bet UFC or boxing, post it up in the comments out of curiosity. All right, our text messages just went out to everybody that's on our alert list. Kingsley bet Hardy got DQ'd. Excellent. Okay, guys. Good to know. Excellent. Just reading through the comments. Well, we're going to have a little announcement here in a little bit. Once we get a few more people on, we'll make an announcement about the UFC tonight. Martin B., how do you get on the text message list? Well, it's real simple. You go to our website, cappersdirect.com, and on the right-hand corner of the page, right down below the video, there is... sorry, I was reading comments. There's a spot for you to put in a phone number and email address. That way you can get email notified or on our text message alert list. And we don't bug you by text. We send out a text when we go live for our main shows. The impromptu shows, we don't even bug you. JSN, I think you'll be very, very, very happy with what we're going to announce. I'm not betting the All-Star game, no, myself personally. Curtis has been smoking a brisket. Excellent. I'll be there about 11:30. Be there about 11:30. A little bit interesting of a Sunday today with no NBA. Small college basketball card today. Fairly decent NHL day today. If you're on my personal plays and you didn't get them, you should have got my personal plays today. I released 3. All college ball as of right now. Released a couple NHL first period overs last night to personal play clients for a nice 2-0 in the evening. Late basketball was a little on the rough side. Do I still think I can hook you up with winners, even with a small card? Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't matter, big or small card. We still do what we do. Still do what we do. Man, my desk is all out of whack. All right, sorry. Oh, that's Saturdays. We don't need Saturdays. Here's Sundays. What do I think of the Wichita State game? That one, Wichita State's been playing decent lately. Well, I think what are they on? 5-game win streak? Brad, Brad just asked, will I break down the All-Star game? Probably not, because I'm not betting it. I don't think there's anything to bet on. I mean, anything to really of value to break down on the All-Star game, to be honest, in my personal opinion. It's like preseason. I don't bet preseason. I don't bet preseason anything. Baseball, hockey, football, basketball, girls badminton, turtle racing. All right. We could definitely break down some fishing. I think Bill Dance is on. We could definitely break down some fishing. Brother Boog, I agree right with you. You know, it's it's the All-Star game. To me, it's not worth betting, my personal opinion. New York Rangers on the puck line. Gentez24 says, there's a name we haven't seen. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. For everybody that's new to our channel, first of all, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully, you guys enjoy what we do here. Cappers Nation Live. This is your Sunday show. If you're looking for free picks that actually win, you're in the right place. If you're just looking for a multitude of free plays one after another, after another, after another, after another, you're probably in the wrong spot. But what we do is we deliver consistent winners. Devin, what's going on? Good morning. Sorry, got sidetracked reading something off to the side here. But yeah, guys, if you're looking for solid winners, couple free plays a day, you're definitely in the right place. Zuzu, good morning. Zuzu took advantage of our big guaranteed Saturday winner yesterday. Shane, it sucks, you know. You know how it is. It's it's a pain in the ass. Having a cold's a pain in the ass. No doubt about it. Sounds like a plan, Zuzu. You'll definitely enjoy it. You'll definitely enjoy it. Ryan, good morning. Ryan finally hit a 3-team parlay yesterday. Excellent. Nice. Nice to hear. Speaking of fishing, I wish I was fishing, not gonna lie. Would always be great to be fishing. Shane's going ice fishing later. Greg Engel, good morning. Michael J.S. says cold here in Jersey, and we have the dreaded mix coming later tonight. Get ready to do some game day breakdowns. I don't have an Instagram, no. Michael Jordan's got a mix coming in, Grey Goose on ice with cranberry. Edward, good morning. Here's a here's a picture for you, Elliot. Good morning. No, Brad, I didn't go over, and I don't watch his stuff. You usually wait for somebody to tell me. But please don't post it here. Lamont, good morning. Usually somebody will message it to me offline. No need to post somebody else's plays here. Curtis, here's one for you. Here's a picture for you. This is a nice little Lake Mead donkey right here. There you go, Mr. Curtis. See, we throw in Not just the sports gambling talk. Bloody Mary time, Patrick. That actually sounds great right about now. Brother Boogie was a big one. Brad, that's a largemouth bass. Oh, Lamont, you fish too? Very nice. We always get on the wrong topics and start talking fishing every now and then. And Kyle's going to catch some redfish and black drum today. That sounds nice. Thank you, Patrick. All right, who's ready for a good day? You caught that in the shallow, murky water. Yes, I did. Yep, it actually came off a stick up, believe it or not. Always ready for a good day. Yep, it's going to definitely... Generally, Nathan. Yeah, generally. Gonna get you guys on some good plays today. Break down a bunch of games. I know there's definitely probably some confusing games for some today. Definitely a confusing board if you were just looking at it. Excuse me. I'm just logging into my system here, then we're going to break down some games, have some fun, get you guys on some leans this morning. Now, before we start breaking down the games, let's see, who do you guys like this morning? Lamont needs 2 good NHL plays. Patrick, I was going to say I'm not near Galveston, but I have been before. Dick Trickle likes Villanova. Elliot likes Villanova. Lamont likes the Rangers solo over. For some reason, it's not letting me open it on the Google Drive for some reason. Royal, the one I caught was that was just like a 7.5 pounder, but I caught a 9 the week after that one. I did. Elliot, I did. I did. I did have the first period over for the Blackhawks as well as the San Jose Sharks game. And then I had a big parlay riding. I needed those two, which I got. And then I needed the, whatchamacallit? The Golden Knights game. Big. To close out a 3-teamer, 2 4-teamers, and I thought it was a 9-teamer, but I went back and checked and it was a 10-teamer. That was the only one I needed, and it was the only one that did not hit. It was like a $16,000 swing that shoulda, coulda, woulda been. Well, since we're still halfway on the subject of fish, here's another one for my fellow fishermen. Hold on. Here's another one for my fellow fishermen. Nathan, there you go. There's your smallmouth. Oop, I left it up. Forgot to pull it down. I know Curtis will like that one. Yeah, Patrick, the juice. Jimmy Jack, yes, Lake Mead actually has, Colorado River has tons of smallmouth. We have it up, Lake Powell's above us, and they're huge smallmouth. I mean, they're getting big smallmouth up there. But below us is Lake Mojave, and their smallmouth are getting big. And then below that, Lake Havasu, world-renowned smallmouth fishery. Absolutely amazing. Takes 20 pounds for 5 just to have a chance to win down at Lake Havasu. That's weird. Hopefully the feed is back. Weird. Huh. You guys still have me on the feed? Okay, there it is. White bass is a lot of fun. Yeah, Zuzu, it blacked out on my screen too. I wasn't sure what the heck happened. But I'm not gonna lie. This is Raider for Life. Good morning. We've actually just been barbershop talking, shooting the shit. We're gonna get the game day breakdowns rolling right now. But I'm not gonna lie. This is probably one of my biggest passions right here. That's what I like to do. When I am privileged enough to get a day off. Raider for life. Nothing like Elliot. Yeah, not many. Not many, that's for sure. Not enough. Not enough. I usually got to force it. Summertime, when things slow down. Yes, Kyle. I'm not a big fish eater. I eat like mahi, halibut, but I love walleye. I love walleye. funny, a lot of people always ask me, do you ever take any days off? What do you do? Well, that's, if I'm not with family, that's what I prefer to do. If I'm not with my little one or the wife. Love to fish. Love to hunt. Love to four-wheel. Here's a better picture of the Jeep and what it do. Nothing like building a $90,000 rig just to beat the shit out of it on the rocks. That was up at Lake Tahoe up on the Rubicon. Alright, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with the camera. I keep pulling the feet off when I'm switching to the pictures, but alright, we're back. Alright, now that Brad asks, well, Kyle, B. Fulton, what about guns? Kyle, are you into them? Yes, absolutely. YouTube frowns about talking about them, but yes, absolutely. I'm a big 2A fanatic, to say the least. Patrick, you got an 86 RJ? Nice. All right, I got updated lines coming in. Oh, yeah, of course you guys do in Texas. Absolutely. Good morning, Devin. Got it right here, Lamont. Right here, buddy. Corey in the house. Happy Sunday, Jeremy. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely happy Sunday. Going to be a great day. No such thing as locks, but, you know, there's such thing as guaranteed Saturday, baby. Speaking of guaranteed Saturday, congratulations to everybody that hammered our guaranteed Saturday play on Florida State. Minus the 6 yesterday. Absolutely smashing Georgia Tech. Congratulations to everybody on that nice big blowout winner yesterday. It's always nice to hit your biggest play of the week, especially on a Saturday, because you know everything else that you did was a winner. No matter what you do when you hit that big play, it makes everything makes your entire day a winning day when you hit the big one. All right. Of all the games, which games are you guys wanting broken down? Post it up in the comments which games you guys are wanting broken down. And we'll see about getting them broke down for you guys. Some of the games, obviously, I mean, it's small cards, so some of them I won't be able to touch because they'll be part of our card. Obviously. But definitely do my best to accommodate everybody's special requests. All right, guys. Give me 1 second here. Now. Yep, Nathan, we are going to get to that game. Ohio State, Michigan State. Rick at Night, make it rain. Oh, Rick at Night, make it rain. Yeah, we could definitely break down that game. Brother Bogue, Miami, and Boston College. Don't be afraid to hit you with some first half picks. Quinnipiac and Siena. I'll box you in the house. What's going on? All right, let me get the odds up, and then we're going to dive right into the game day breakdowns. Odds are up. All right, let's just jump right into it. Let's see here. Let's start right away. Miami, Florida, Boston College. It's right in front of my face. We can start on that one nice and early. Actually, no, Blair, we skipped over that for some, we can do that real quick. We've been shooting the shit. Guaranteed Saturday was a nice winner yesterday. Hold on, guys. Ended up giving out 3 free plays yesterday. We ended up going 1 and 2 on our free plays, unfortunately. During the live show, we gave out the over in the Calgary-Pittsburgh over 1.5 first period. Ended up hit that one. That was a nice winner for everybody. Our daily free play winner on Northeastern. They took Charleston to overtime. They were winning outright at the half, plus 2.5. And I didn't watch the game. I didn't see what happened. Fell apart in overtime and didn't get the job done. And then I gave out a free play on Detroit plus 4.5. And that one shit the bed there. Premium plays ended up dropping 1 game yesterday. They ended up going 2 and 3 in a push yesterday, with wins on Deween, however you pronounce it. We lost Detroit, obviously, plus 4.5. They were leading and just gave up the lead late to Green Bay and fell apart. We hit VCU plus 1.5. I think they won by 1 or 2. Can't remember. We pushed on Virginia Tech, laying the 6. How Virginia Tech didn't cover against Pitt, no idea. And then ended up dropping LSU and then Eastern Michigan. Thank you, Edward Duquesne. There you go. I appreciate it. Help us West Coasters pronounce all those weird East Coast names. And then obviously guaranteed Saturday, Florida State. Let's take a look. What else did we have? What else did we have yesterday? my personal plays. Sorry, reading the message. Personal plays ended up gaining a game yesterday, going with games on. We hit Southern Illinois plus 1.5. That was a blowout. How in the world we lost on Louisville minus 4.5 is beyond me. Up 8 with 20-something seconds to go, and absolutely shit in the bed. Some senseless turnovers and mistakes. I don't know. I'm still flabbergasted on that one. We hit the over in the Baylor-Texas Tech game. Gave out a couple more games later in the evening, and they fell flat. Vermont minus 7. Extra game could not get the job done against Hartford. They won the game outright, but they did not cover the spread. Royal Brown, I did. We actually had Iowa and Rutgers. We had Iowa laying the 3.5, and Rutgers gave them all they could handle and then some. And wow, one of the best buzzer beaters I've ever seen. And then to end the day, we had 2 NHL games for my personal play clients. First period over in the Blackhawks game and first period over in the San Jose Sharks game. So we ended up picking up a game on my personal plays yesterday. Thank you, Mr. Blair Brown, for reminding me to do that. Sometimes I get sidetracked and start doing other stuff. Absolutely Tennessee looking like high schoolers. My pleasure, Mr. Brown. It's always my priority, too, and we got sidetracked talking about fishing and guns and hunting and four-wheeling. Oh, yeah, Brad asked me, what do I hunt? A lot of bird, more bird than anything, but bird, deer, elk. I didn't get drawn this year, unfortunately. Yes, Edward, we hunt bookies. We hunt bookies for a living. Alrighty. We hunt fishy lines. Absolutely. There you go. You know, I mean, I get why people say the hockeys are sketchy because it's a quick 20-minute period and they're taxing high juice. But you guys got to remember, you guys are late to the game. 2 months ago, hell, even a month and a half ago, the lines were respectable, minus $1.40, minus $1.35 for the first period overs. Jared Ruby, what's going on, bud? Randy G, I saw it on ESPN. It was actually pretty good. Eric Phillips, good morning. But, you know, those NHL first period overs, they're great money makers. And now that, I mean, the books have been taking such a pounding on them, you guys still want to bet. I mean, there's some books in Vegas that don't offer them anymore. Caesars doesn't offer them. South Point doesn't offer them. So they're getting harder and harder to bet. But the ones that are giving them, you know, these teams that are hitting. Exactly, Elliot. You know, they're hip to the first period overs. But, you know, the teams that are hitting nearly 80%, high 70s or above, even 80, they're going to tax you. You're going to lay the juice on the teams like Columbus, Pittsburgh, Chicago, Tampa Bay, San Jose. But there's some good ones that, you know, that are not high juice. Take the LA Kings and LA Kings, for example, yesterday. They were plus $1.15 against Boston. First period over, plus 115. So Lamont, Kyle, you think St. Louis full game under 5.5 is a go? No, Chris, actually, we haven't even, we're just getting into the games right now. We've been shooting the shit, talking about everything. I like it, but I mean, St. Louis has been playing good on defense. But those Minnesota games are high scoring. I mean, look what they did. Yeah, triple beams. First period under 1.5, and the Rangers Penguins is plus 170. Exactly. They make it so enticing, so you'll take it. Also, you can lose. All right, guys. We got a few people here. We'll make a little announcement. We do UFC. We got UFC today. We do give out UFC and boxing. Now that we have more clients, I mean, it's on ESPN, so it's literally getting 10 times bigger instantly. Mike, I did not get it. I'm looking. If you emailed it to me, I'm looking. I didn't get it in my email or text. If you could text it to me, it would be easier. But what we're going to be doing, we've got a nice UFC card today. Some leans, some parlays, some great ideas. And what we're going to be doing later today is we're going to be going live again. And we're going to be giving it to you guys absolutely free. 100% free. And all you got to do, we're going to go live at, times it start. I got to double check what time it starts. What time does it start? Let me double check real quick. Let me see what time it starts. I'm not going to go live late, but it's going to be later today. Humbly favored. I always recommend first betting them straight up. And then after you bet them straight up, if you want to throw in a small parlay for fun, you definitely can. But always make sure it's smaller than your straight bets. That way, when days where we, like yesterday, we went we made out a game. If you were just to parlay everything, you wouldn't have made any money. But, you know, we covered the juice, and you should have made a tiny bit yesterday. Not, you know, nothing spectacular or anything. Kyle B needs a hockey or a soccer game for your parlay. Good luck. So we got UFC on ESPN taking place in Arizona, Talking Stick Arena, about 5 hours from here. Going on today around. What we're going to do is we're going to go live at 4 o'clock. 4 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to go live. And we're going to give you Colton, yeah, Arizona, where I live. Yeah. I've heard that one a lot. 4 p.m. Hey, Brian, what's going on, buddy? Good morning. 4 p.m. Eastern time, 1 Pacific. I will go live again, and we'll be breaking down the UFC and getting you guys on our entire card. Absolutely free. All you have to do is tune in. We've got some great parlays. We've got a 2-teamer, 2 3-teamers, a 4-teamer, a 5-teamer, as well as some straight bets on the over and under rounds, as well as some straight bets on some fighters and some leans. As well as some great breakdowns of the games. These games are not our games. UFC is not my specialty, but they are one of the guys here. So we're going to give back to you guys. We're going to do it absolutely free at 4 p.m. Eastern time. All right. Well, Kevin just asked anything on the Miami game. That's actually the game we're going to be breaking down first is Miami and Boston College. So let's just jump right into that game. All right, guys. Boston College opened up as a 1-point favorite. We're seeing Miami favored by 1 now, although the Westgate still has them as a pick'em. Total open 1.5. It's still sitting at 139.5, although William Hill just bumped it to 140. Raider for life. No, I ain't touching all-star games like preseason for me. Miami and Boston College. All right, guys, side-by-side comparison. Let me move over to this chat window. That way I can pop up all these windows and give you guys the best breakdown that I can. All right, so chat window over there. Move that there. Slide this over. Pop this one up. Move it over. There we go. Now we're ready to rock and roll. Miami facing off against Boston College, guys. 12-11 Boston College, sitting 3-8 in conference play in that Atlantic Coast Conference. Conference foe Miami, the Miami Hurricanes, guys. 11-13, 3-9 in conference play. Lamont, the only thing that you missed is that I announced that I'll be going live again at 4 p.m. Eastern time to give out a bunch of free UFC plays, free parlays, all that stuff on the entire card, from the early prelims, the prelims, and the main card. We'll be doing that at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Both teams coming off of a win. Most notably, Boston College coming off of a big win over Pittsburgh, winning 66-56 at home on Tuesday. Miami coming off a win off of Clemson on Wednesday, winning 65-61 64, squeaking out a home victory. Both teams not much to show for this season. The numbers, let's dive right into it. All right, guys, Miami knocking down 51.9% from the field, hitting 34.8% of all their three-point attempts. Boston College, fairly decent at defending the three, holding teams to just 32.4%. When it comes to all those two-point plays, dunks, layups, jump shots, the Hurricanes knocking down 51.7% of them, while Boston College on defense is holding teams to 48.6%. Free throw shooting, Miami a decent free throw shooting team, knocking down 72.6%. Steven Wisnowski, good morning, bud. Welcome. Taking a look at Boston College, who's knocking down 50% even from the field. They knocked down 32.8% of all their three-point attempts. So near that bottom third in Division I, hitting threes. Miami holds teams to 33.5% from out deep. Boston College, I mean, they're not one of the best shooting teams whatsoever on any level. 50.4% of all their two-point plays, every dunk, layup, jump. Not a good free throw shooting team, only hitting 69.5%. When it comes to going to the bench, they're both over 20%, 29.6% going to the bench for Boston College to 21.2% for Miami. Height advantage, pretty big height advantage overall. About a 2-inch height advantage for Miami. Average per player. 2-foul participation protocol, Boston College finds themselves in the 2-foul participation protocol 26.6% of the time compared to the 12.8% for Miami. Thank you, Elliot. Thanks for joining us. Side-by-side comparison. Like we were saying, both are coming off wins. Before that, Boston College had 4 straight losses to Syracuse, Notre Dame, Duke, and Syracuse. Again, they lost their back-to-backs. Before that, they had 2 wins against Florida State and Wake Forest. All right, sorry about that. Miami guys coming off their win against Clemson. Before that, they had an overtime loss against North Carolina. They did beat Notre Dame 62-47. Before that, they had 5 straight losses to North Carolina. They hung strong against North Carolina in their first meeting. Then they lost to Syracuse. They got smashed by 20 to Syracuse on the road. They lost by 12 to Florida State at home. They lost by 12 to Virginia Tech at home. And then they lost by 10 to Virginia on the road. Before that, they beat Wake Forest 76-65. They did have 3 losses before that. Miami showed a little promise in the beginning of the year. They started out the year 5-0 with beating 5 scrubs, basically Lehigh, Stephen F. Austin, and teams of that nature. And then they dropped 4 straight to Seton Hall, Rutgers, Yale, and Penn. And that's about where their season took a dive. Then they opened up conference play back in beginning of January and opened up conference play 0-3. Then they finally got one. And for Miami, it's definitely been a tough year in the Atlantic Coast Conference for the Hurricanes. A play between these two teams. as far as a lean goes. Taking a look, I can plead a case for the game going over. I can plead a case for the game being under the total. I don't like the total at all. I mean, I can case for it going either direction. When they both played Florida State, the games went, a lot of scoring. When they both played, who was it? Virginia Tech. One would have went over for Miami, where the other one actually would have went over for Boston College as well. But, I mean, they both have low-scoring games against Notre Dame, 62-47, 69-66. Although then there was Boston College, Notre Dame, 79-73. So you get in a scoring drought. You get one of those 3-4 minute scoring droughts, and the game will go under. Yeah, Alan, it was like 156 or 157 last time. I mean, but that was a year ago. It was a much different Miami team last year. Much different Miami team last year. You forget they were 22-10 last year. And I think they ended up, what were they, 11-6 or 11-7 in conference play last year. They also had a game, their first meeting last year still broke 140. But definite different team from 2018 when it comes to Miami. No Lonnie Walker. No Jaquan Newton. There's no Dawan Hewell. Bruce Brown. Vasil Jevic, however you pronounce his name, is probably the only returning player that matters. So, it's... Yeah, if you guys want to base plays off of what they did last year, by all means have at it. But I think you guys are missing the boat on that one for the fact that a lot of different key personnel. Oh, okay, Alan, I gotcha. I'm not reading the live chat. As far as the game on it, I don't like anything about it. If I was going to lean on a team, I'd have to say that Miami's due for a road win. That's about as far as my lean goes. I'd have to say that Miami's due for a road win. Other than that, I don't have any lean on that game. I stayed away from it completely. Now, I know there was a request to do the Ohio State-Michigan State game. We could definitely break down that game as well. Don't forget, guys, you guys can get 5 days of my personal plays for $250. You can get 7 days of our premium plays for $299, or you can get those in a combo package. 1 week of our premium plays, 1 week of my personal plays for $350. It's just $51 more. Than buying a week of the premium plays on sale. Hell of a deal. We got a great day planned. We got 2 premium plays as of right now. 3 personal plays. Could be a nice big day for everybody. Michael, probably not. Probably not. I honestly don't think that will. I mean, it's just a small card today. I think that's exactly where it'll be for as far as our games go. All right, let's move along to the next game. Ohio State, Michigan State. It's funny, somebody on Twitter last night, or I guess early this morning, probably a fake account from the East Coast or Kentucky, blowing me up on Twitter saying why do you brag about the bets you never give out? Because I posted a copy of a ticket. And it was a game that I gave out. My personal play clients had it. It's the funny thing. Just a jackass comment. Jose, why would you break down a game if there's nothing on it? No lean, nothing? Because a viewer asked me to break down the game. Is that a good enough reason why? Somebody requested. I asked what people wanted broken down. I didn't know I had to have a lean on a game to break it down for the viewers. I think there's more than just me in here. I mean, after all, I do the show for you guys, not for me. Yeah, Dave, he said he's originally from Philly, but yeah. Brother Boog, I do agree. The only dumb question is the one you don't ask, but sure makes you wonder. Nicholas, thank you. Still didn't give any info? Oh, I read a lot of stats on them. Toby, think before hitting send. Good morning, Toby. Thank you for joining us. Exactly. I'll box you. Yep. There's always people that you can't please and you can't make happy. Just like the guy on Twitter. What's the point of showing a ticket when you don't give out the plays to your clients? Well, my clients didn't get those games. Or you, so why post a ticket showing you won 5K on a game? Oh, I'm sorry, we lost a small consensus play. I think we're still up overall on our free plays. I think we're doing fantastic. Johnny K, you're very welcome, bud. Jose, time to go, Kyle. I figured we'd leave him so we could see what other questions he might have today. He needs big slaps, Corey. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't know where my live chat window just went. Jared, are you talking about George Mason? Patrick No Way Jose. Corey, we could definitely do that one. We'll do that one right after the Michigan State game, as long as it's acceptable to Jose. Because, you know, if I don't have a play on the game, then remember, I'm breaking down games that I don't have a play on, so I didn't know I had to have a lean on every single game we talk about. Jesus Christ, what did he think? Jose, go to SBR, all right? They'll give you free plays on everything, including, never mind, I won't go there. I won't be rude. I won't be rude. Kevin, I do think the Miami game is definitely interesting. I think Miami has is a live favorite to win on the road, get their first road win. But, you know, it is Miami and it is Boston College. I think there's better places to put money. I know some people bet every lean that I give out, so I'm not giving a lean on it because there's nothing that I lean towards. All right. Yeah, Jose, is it cool if we do the Ohio State breakdown next? I may or may not have a lean on it already. Time will tell. All right, guys, Michigan State opened up as a 12.5-point favorite. It is down to 12. Total opened up at 136.5. It's totals all over the board. I see it at 136 at the Westgate, 137 at the William Hill. I see it at 136.5 at the Wynn, 136.5 at CG Technologies, 136.5 at BetOnline. So we'll just go with 136.5. That seems to be the consensus report here. Taking a look at the side-by-side comparison. Edward, take the Knicks money line today. You guys are awesome. Taking a side-by-side comparison, let's start out with Ohio State. All right, guys. Ohio State, based on their adjusted efficiency, their numbers as far as on offense and defense, have them highly rated in our system based off of just numbers alone, not strength of schedule or anything like that. I mean, they're 16-8 straight up, 6-7 in conference play in that Big Ten, going up against Michigan State, who's 20-5 and 11-3 in conference play. But Ohio State, we have them ranked with the 60th best offense in Division I, going up against the 6th best offense in Michigan State. As far as defense goes, Michigan State, we've got ranked 9th on defense, and Ohio State ranked 25th on defense. So we've got some offensive powerhouses and one stellar defense in Michigan State, and a very, very, very stout defense in Ohio State. I agree right there with you, Dave. Jared, things escalated quickly. Brother Boog, the reason why it's we have it ranked 60th is a lot of reasons, from their effective field goal percentage to their turnover percentage, how many offensive rebounds, to how they shoot the three ball, every 2-point play, free throw shooting, how many shots blocked, steals, the 2-foul participation protocol, how often do they go to the bench, et cetera, et cetera. So it's not based on strength of schedule or how great they are when they beat up a shitty team versus how they play against a stout team like Michigan State. Unfortunately, it's not factored into strength of schedule. Jose, oh, I'm so sorry, Kyle, that just because people ask you questions and you don't like them, you get so upset. And yeah, I know I will. The same BS. That is your page. Morning, Andrew. I'm actually not upset. To be honest, I laugh. I laugh when somebody comes here and we break down a game at the viewers' request, because I was taking requests on who wanted what game broken down. And if I wasn't on it, I'd be happy to break it down. Somebody asked for the Miami game, and I said, absolutely sure, I'll break that down for you, viewer, because I'm one of our viewers, and we value all our viewers, even the ones that don't like us. They want a game broken down, I'll be more than happy to help them out. So you get on here and you want to say, why break down a game if I don't have a lien on it? I didn't know I had to have a lien on it. I wasn't breaking for my own being. I was breaking it down for the guy that wanted it. I'm sorry I don't have a lien on every single game. You can go to SBR and they'll give you a lien on every game over there. Thank you, Edward. Much appreciated. And it is early, man. Ryan. I mean, Jose's been here before. We've never had an issue with him, but, I'm sorry I can't help you with a lien on the Miami game, Jose. I don't like the game. And actually, I guess I did give a lien. I didn't see anything worth betting on it, so I guess that is a lien. But anyways, we'll move right along. Let's move back to the Ohio State-Michigan State game. Let's get through some breakdowns for you guys. Ohio State knocking down 52.6% from the field, while that Michigan State defense holding teams to 43.1% from the field. And again, Edward, thank you. It is much appreciated. Definitely early here on the West Coast. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning so I can get here on time, get everything set up, prepared. I do my whole morning work, text all my clients, put out all the games long before I go live. Jimmy Jackson handicappers are selective. Yeah, you got to... All right, back to Ohio State, knocking down 36.1% of all their three-point shots. All right, guys, ranked 97th in this category. Michigan State defense, very good team at defending the three ball, holding teams to just 31.8%. When it comes to every 2-point play, Ohio State's knocking down 51.6%. And they're going to have a tough time against that Michigan State defense that's ranked number 1 in this category, holding teams to just 40.5%. Thomas, yes, my weekends suck. My weekends absolutely suck. If I get to bed by 12, it's a good day. If I'm asleep by 12, it's a good weekend. Friday and Saturday suck for me. Time Traveler Steve, remind me in a little bit, and we can break down that game as well. Oh, look, hey, it's Jimmy Simpson. With the thumbs down. Why, thank you, sir. So anyways, Ohio State going up against very, very stout Michigan State defense that's ranked first in defending every 2-point play. Holding teams to 40.5%. Ohio State, very good free throw shooting team, knocking down 72.8%. Nathan, to answer your question, because I've seen it come by like 6 times. No, we're not going to count them as official free plays. I'm giving you our card for free, though. You like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. Jose, yes, I've been to most of your live shows, but one question can drive these people off easily. Okay. Edward, yeah, always. I'm always got a phone on me. All right, back to Michigan State. Let's talk about their offense. We've got them ranked 6th in Division I. All right, guys, for adjusted efficiency overall. Average possession length, quick moving team, 16.4 seconds compared to the 18 average seconds that Ohio State holds onto the ball. Knocking down 56.5% from the field. We've got them ranked 10th in this category, while Ohio State holding teams to 47. Every 3-point play, Michigan knocking down 38.6%. You're welcome, Nathan. Ohio State holding teams to 47% from the field, all right? Michigan knocking down 38.6% of all their 3 balls. We've got them ranked 21st in this category. While Ohio State's holding teams to 32.4%. Every 2-point play, we've got Michigan State ranked 20th in this category, knocking down 55.6%. However, that Ohio State D holding teams to 46. Jake, what's going on, bud? Welcome. Another good free throw shooting team, Michigan State, knocking down 72.7%. It's a good thing both these teams could shoot knockdown free throws because Michigan State relies on 18.3% of their total points to be from the free throw line. Excuse me, and 20.5% for Ohio State. Both go to the bench nearly at least 30% of the time, while 29.7% for Ohio State to the 32.4% for Michigan State. Both run deep into the bench. Height advantage, give about an inch height advantage to Michigan State overall. Joe Dirt, good morning, bud. I'm doing fantastic. Another day, another dollar. Happy Sunday. Glad to be here. 2 foul participation protocol. Fairly even. 13.2% of the time for Michigan State. 18.4% for Ohio State. Taking a look at their schedules and who's doing what. As of recently, Ohio State coming off a loss to Illinois where they lost 63-56. Before that, they had 3 wins, 3 straight wins against Rutgers, Penn State, and Indiana. Before that, they lost to Michigan by 16 on the road. They did beat Nebraska by 10 on the road. They lost to Rutgers by 3 on the road. They lost to Iowa by 10 on the road. Ohio State definitely in desperation mode. Based on the numbers, just looking at statistics, all right, guys, just looking at the numbers of what each team does and how they do it on offense and defense, I don't see 12 points. I really don't. I don't see a 12-point difference. I don't see Michigan State beating them by 12. However, it's Michigan State, guys. They were just on the road. They struggled against Wisconsin. They pulled away. They beat them by 8. Then at home, they beat Minnesota by 24. Absolutely smashed them. They lost to Illinois 79-74 on the road. A team that Ohio State just struggled against. They lost to Indiana at home in overtime 79-75. A team that Ohio State was able to beat on the road 55-52. They lost to Purdue 73-63 on the road. And Ohio State lost to Purdue as well. So I just don't see 12 points. I really don't. And they did, like you just said. They beat them by, 9 points. Edward, it was 9. It was 86-77 final score back on January 5th. They beat them by 9 points on the road. They're very well, knowledgeable of how each program plays. I mean, it's a conference game, guys. Conference game, big home game for Michigan State. But you have to factor in home court advantage. Hold on one second. I might have hit the button on accident. Hold on. Okay, there you go. That should be better, hopefully. Let me know if it's not. If it's not better, I could try and adjust it a little bit more. I was getting an audio peak warning level, and when it does that, it shuts down the audio completely, and I didn't want it to clip that, so I turned it down, but obviously I turned it down too much. Home court advantage. Breslin Center holds 14,759 screaming fans. It's the 32nd largest, so it's not large by any means. Valley Center Arena, where Ohio State plays, is bigger. However, the home court advantage has a higher ranking for Michigan State. They're ranked the 85th toughest place to play. So, as far as Timothy, you're very welcome. Thank you for joining in, and thank you for cashing in on that one. Glad you were able to cash in. As far as a total goes on this game, first meeting went over. I can definitely see, just depends what type of game, they get into when it comes to shooting. And Triple Beams pointed out a great stat right there. Michigan State shot 68% from the field in that first matchup, made 30 of 37 free throws. I don't think we're going to see that again. I mean, that's very, 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 hard to duplicate those numbers on any given day, let alone a revenge game. I mean, you are at home, you got your home court advantage. But as far as a lead goes, I don't have. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say Ohio State plus the 12. For the sole fact that, the numbers don't support Michigan State winning by 12.5. They don't. But it is Michigan State, guys. And, if I was going to bet it, I would shop around. I see 12.5 at station casinos. But I'm not betting it. This is actually not on my card. I actually had quite a few clients ask me about this game, and I said that I'd break it down live and say why, but the numbers don't support it. But Michigan State does have the high-powered offense, guys. High-powered defense. Anything could happen. Michigan State could win by 30. Ohio State can hang tough and lose by 2. Can they win on the road? They got a road win against Indiana, a road win against Nebraska, a semi-road win against Illinois in the beginning of the season, and a road win against Creighton and one against Cincinnati. So, Ohio State definitely can have a chance to win on the road. Do they have a chance today? Probably not. Lamont, as far as the over and under goes on this game, being it at 136, I mean, I like it. I like the over in this game. I'd lean towards the over. We've got it being a 76-66 final score. So I mean, if I was going to lean on it, I would lean the over. What is it, 136, I said? Over 136 right now. The Mirage just dropped it to 136. The Westgate's got it at 136. So the total's coming down. I don't know where you saw 135 at. You'd have to buy it down because nobody in the world's got 135. Chris Newell, what was the safest play? Well, it's not this game. The safest play would be probably our premium plays or my personal plays. As far as the lean, though, I see it as close contested battle. So, I lean towards Ohio State plus the 12 and the over 136. Definitely. I mean, both teams have a solid defense, Time Traveler Steve, and you can make a case that it'll be a 65 to 50 final, if both defenses show up. Lewis Campbell, absolutely, I agree. I mean, I was close to betting Ohio State plus the 12. I'll be honest with you guys. I was close to betting it. I looked into this game really, really hard. And I do like Ohio State, but not enough to bet it. Plain and simple. And as Lewis Campbell just said, safest play. When in doubt, rule it out. Stay away. I think there's better games on this card. There's better games today than that game. I think there's a lot of marquee matchups that Vegas makes a ton of money on, and I try and stay away from, not just because it's a marquee matchup. I hammer the shit out of a lot of marquee matchups, but there's some that are not worth hitting. Sports Better 609. You guys actually get murdered by the books back there with the lines. They screw you guys over a lot. Corey, that's right. I was getting ready to ask you what game. We'll do the Northern Iowa Evansville game. We'll do that game now. And then we'll do our daily free play game. We'll do the George Mason St. Bonaventure game. And I do need to get you guys on some free plays. Hopefully we'll have a nice bounce back day on free plays for everybody. Free plays are still winning overall. And remember, guys, if you guys are just tuning in, We're going to go live again at 4 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to go live again at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific. We're going to be getting you guys on a bunch of free stuff for the UFC. Absolutely free. We got early prelim fights in the main card. So we'll be live again. Normally we would be selling our UFC package, but we're going to give it to you guys absolutely free, just for tuning in. And if you guys are new to the channel, first of all, welcome. All right, guys, welcome. Cappers Direct. This is the Cappers Nation live show. We go live at least 3 days a week. Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Saturdays and Sundays at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, dark and early in the morning here in Las Vegas. However, this week, we went live Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and now Sunday. Multiple times per day sometimes. So we've been live a lot. And if you guys appreciate all the hard work that we do, make sure you guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel. That way you guys get notified each and every single time we put out a video. It doesn't matter if it's a pre-recorded video like our daily free play between George Mason and St. Bonaventure today, or if it's our live show like this. If we put out a video, live or pre-recorded, we've got free plays in it. So because you guys are here, soon I'm going to start putting out some free plays and get you guys on some good stuff and put some money in your pocket with leans. Hopefully we produced a couple laughs. I'm sure we did with the comments over the one guy that wasn't happy that I didn't give out a lean on a game that I broke down. So make sure you guys subscribe. You can do that while watching this video. The bottom right-hand corner, you'll see the white little box with the Cappers Direct logo in it. Just hover your mouse over it. Pops up a small little box that says subscribe. Click that subscribe button, and then the bell next to it. That way you're getting notifications, and you're on your way to getting notified every single time we put out a video. And that means free plays. All right? If you're on your phone or your tablet, all you got to do is just turn it sideways, scroll up, and then you'll be able to see the subscribe button. All right? That way you guys get notified also. Please do us a favor, guys. It really does help us out a lot. We'd greatly appreciate it. If you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the free content 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Like I said, this is our sixth day of doing live shows this week. Mike, I haven't, bud. I don't know why. Send me a text. Can you text it to me? Because I'm not getting it for some reason. Here, I'll text you back. I'm not getting it. But if you appreciate all the hard work, please do us a favor. Give us a thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys all the information, as well as the free plays, leans. I mean, hell, free plays alone, guys. We're up over 11 games this month. We're 28, 17, and 1 on free plays, which, to be honest, is not. I think our free play record should be better than that. I really do. Because we're not just making up free plays as we go. We give you our paid plays. We give you pays actually from packages that clients are paying for, all right? Overall, we're 61, 36, and 3 on free plays in the new year. And, guys, if you appreciate all that hard work, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up. If you're on your phone or your tablet, you'll have to X out of that live chat before you can see that thumbs up button, and then tap it for us, please. And if you would share it on your social media, spread the word, Facebook, Twitter. The bigger we build this show, the more we'll absolutely be able to do for you guys absolutely free all the time. So, and yes, Thomas, he did bring donuts yesterday. He did bring donuts. There was leftover donuts today, and there's leftover pizza from lunch yesterday in the office in the break room. Not going to lie, I snagged a piece of pizza. Pizza. All right, let's get some more game day breakdowns rolling because I haven't given out enough leans yet. So we're going to fly through a couple of these, all right? We're going to fly through a couple of these. We're going to get you guys on some free plays. Matter of fact, we can get you guys on a hockey game right now. That way you guys have plenty of time to bet it. Because I'm sure the line is probably, I haven't logged in and checked. It wasn't up yet when before I went live, but I'm positive it's up now, and I'm sure it's already high juice. it's already high juice, but you know, it is what it is, but it'll be a nice winner. New York Rangers, Pittsburgh Penguins, first period over 1.5. Yeah, Pacari, it's already 200. I mean, that's the price you pay for a game that's hitting nearly 80% of the time. Okay. Yeah, Jake, NHL. I'll post it in the comments right now. I know it's high juice, guys, and a lot of people steer away from that. But you got to realize when they hit 80% of the time in the books, it's either you're going to pay minus 200 or the book's going to move it to 2 and it's going to still be minus $1.60. All right, I'd rather lay a little bit more. I'd rather lay $40 more for every 100 that I bet. So that way I get it at 1.5. You only need 2 goals for a win, not 2 for a push. Absolutely, I'll box you. I gave out 2 more to my personal play clients yesterday, and they hit as well. We had the over in the Sharks game, and that was done quick. And then we had the over in the Blackhawks game. That one took a little while. It was looking a little sketchy, but they just got to get the scoring party started, and then it's like no holds bar in the NHL right now. Like, heaven forbid they get 1 goal, and then it's game on. In 1 second, guys. But again, guys, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you guys get notified when I go live again, because I'm going to go live again at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, give you guys our UFC card absolutely free. So there's no reason to go out and buy it. I promise you our UFC expert is absolutely one of the best in the industry. So if you guys are big into UFC plays or UFC and betting on them, this is something that you don't have to go out and purchase. We got you guys covered. We got you guys covered today. With a nice big winning card, absolutely free. Blair Brown, that's a good line right there. I'll box you, I appreciate that. Brian says the first period over 1/2 was minus 1,000. Yeah, it's because it was Pittsburgh scoring. Pittsburgh over 1/2. Lewis, you would think we'd be able to get to over 200 likes, because the way it works is when we do the live shows, we may only have 139 people watching now. I can't talk. We may only have 140, 141 watching now, but the thing is we get roughly 1,000 to 1,500 people that tune in throughout the show. Come and go. So, we should definitely be able to eclipse those numbers with ease, you would think. It should definitely not be hard, that's for sure. But, some people don't like to. Jimmy Simpson came in and gave us our thumbs down. But it's okay. We broke down the Miami game. We came up with no conclusion there. Best to stay off. We just broke down the Ohio State, Michigan State game. Came to the conclusion that the numbers don't support Michigan State laying 12. But there's a chance that they could absolutely blow the doors off of them. But numbers-wise and stats-wise, I see it as a close contested game. So we gave out a small lean on Ohio State plus the 12 and the over 136. Jimmy Jack, if the books raise the numbers, then the Sharps just start taking the under on the NHL totals. I don't think so. You watch these guys, they're scoring 2, 3, 4 goals in a game. I think they'd have to get to 2.5 before people stop betting them. And we gave out a free NHL play on the over in the Rangers-Penguins game. All right, guys, let's get this Evansville game. Let's get this Evansville game broken down because I want to fly through a couple more for you guys before we get off and get you guys on a free play as well. Because I'll be live again at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Is minus 210? No, they hit over 80% of the time. I'd lay 300. Call me sick or whatnot. You just got to have a big set of nuts to be able to do it. These games hit nearly, high 70s, low 80s. You're going to tell me you're not going to go bet Jake DeGrom? Clayton Kershaw minus, 220. Hold on one second, guys. Blair Brown, can I give an opinion on every first period over you see happening today so we could try to parlay them? If I can get to it in time. Some of them are, we do have some of them as part of our packages, so I can't go over some of them. Some of them are for our paid clients. All right, guys, taking a look. Northern Iowa, 11-15 straight up, 6-7 in conference play. Missouri Valley Conference, the MVC Evansville, 10-16, 4-9 in conference play. Coming off a 3-game losing streak to Indiana State, Southern Illinois, Missouri State, where they've just been getting smashed over there in the Missouri Valley. They did have a win against Valparaiso not long ago, just last week, 2 weeks ago, 64-53. That was the last time they won, was 15 days ago. Before that, they had 4 straight losses to Illinois State again, Drake, Northern Iowa, and Bradley. Before that was a win against Missouri State, so they've won twice since January 16th, 3 times since January 8th, and 4 times since the beginning of the year. Taking a look over at Northern Iowa, they're coming off a big win over Illinois State, 77-64. With losses before that to Drake and Bradley, where they lost 83-77 to Drake on the road, and they lost at home 79-71 to Bradley. Before that, they had a win over Missouri State, winning 64-59 at home. Game will be at Ford Center. Believe it or not, Ford Center holds 8,900 fans, and it's got a 4.0 home court advantage ranking.
Definitely puts home court advantage for Evansville. It's actually ranked as the 15th toughest place in Division I basketball to play in. Taking a look at the line before we start talking about the stats in this game. Evansville laying 2 at home. Northern Iowa catching 2. Total opened up at 134. Total's up to 134.5. For everybody not aware, this game will be taking place at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Actually, goes off right when we go live. Northern Iowa did just beat them by 7 back, 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago, January 26th. 81-74. Beat them by 7. Diving into the numbers. Excuse me. Northern Iowa, guys. Knocking down 49.3% from the field. Not a good shooting team by any means. With the exception of their 3-ball and their free throw shooting, that's about it. 3-ball, they knocked down 35.8%. Fairly decent, ranked 108th in Division I. However, Evansville's holding teams a little bit less than that at 34.1%. The number where Northern Iowa struggles is down low. Every dunk, layup, jump shot, all their 2-point plays. All right, guys, they definitely struggle. They're ranked nearly last. There's only 31 teams with a lower percentage made below Northern Iowa. They averaging only 45.8%, whereas Evansville on D is holding teams to 48.8%. Taking a look at Evansville on offense. They're not the best shooting team, but they're fairly rounded. Knocking down 49.5% from the field. They hit 33.8% of all their 3-point attempts, whereas Northern Iowa on defense is allowing teams to shoot better than that at 35.5%. Every 2-point play, not good. 48.7%, so they're fairly even when it comes to that number. Except the Evansville defense is definitely a step ahead over Northern Iowa. Free throw shooting very comparable, 72.9%, just 1/10 higher than Northern Iowa. When it comes to going to the bench, for bench personnel, both are over 30%, 30.8% for Evansville, 31.2% for Northern Iowa. Height advantage, give about a half-inch height advantage to Northern Iowa over the average player. 2 foul participation protocol, definitely an edge for Northern Iowa, as they're only in it 15.5% of the time to the 23.5% for Evansville. Sorry, taking a look at something. Taking a look at the numbers, definite home court advantage for Evansville. Ford Center's a very tough place to play, guys. It's the 15th toughest place in Division I. But looking at the strength of schedule, looking at the fact that it's a revenge game, they already beat Evansville on their home court. They beat them by 7. They're catching 2 on the road. They're not let's be honest, Northern Iowa's not a good road team. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight road losses. And they're 1-8 on the road. 1-8 on the road. But, they do have a road win against Bradley. They did lose at home to Bradley. 1-1 with Bradley. Bradley's a team that did beat Evansville on their home court, 81-73. So this one, guys, I got to roll with Northern Iowa plus the 2. I like the slight road dog here. Even though it's a tough place to play, Northern Iowa only has one road win this year. Sorry, reading the comments. How do you call in for what? Call into the office? Here's the number to the office. But I do like Northern Iowa plus the 2 as a lean for you guys. As far as the total goes on this game, with the total being where it's at, 134.5, well, Nathan, nowadays you can make phone calls on computers. So, total being 134.5, we actually have it as a 69-65 final, Northern Iowa winning outright. But I would always take the points here. Anytime you get that little dog, especially on the road, I'd rather take the points. You lose by 2, at least you push. They lose by you lose by a point, lose by a free throw at the end. At least you're collecting payday. At least it's payday. Hey, there ain't no string bean here, man. I'm like Chubbs McGee. Chubbs McGee, who was eating pizza at 5 this morning. All right, let's break down another game. Let's do our daily free play that we put out on George Mason versus St. Bonaventure. Let's jump right into that game. And for everybody that's just watching, thank you. If you're brand new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. That way you guys get notified every single time that we put out a video. It doesn't matter if it's live or pre-recorded. If we put out a video, we've got a free play in it. We already gave out a free play on the over in the Rangers Penguins first period over 1.5 goals in the first period. We already put that out, and we are coming off a rough day when it comes on the free plays. Yesterday we ended up going 1 and 2 on free plays yesterday. But overall, free plays have been great. 61, 36, and 3 in 2019. We're up 25 games, guys. No joke, we're up 25 games on free plays, and it's only the 17th of February. So overall, definitely good. So make sure you guys subscribe. You can do that while you're in this video. You don't even have to leave the page to do it. Bottom right-hand corner of the video, you're going to see a white little box that's got the Cappers Direct logo on it. Just hover your mouse over it. It pops up a small little window. Click that button, guys, that says subscribe. Click that bell button. That way you get notified. If you're on your phone or your tablet, just turn it sideways. All right, guys? And if you're on the live chat, please do X out of the live chat right now. Give us a thumbs up if you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the free winning content 7 days a week, 365 days a year, which we greatly appreciate when you guys do this for us. But if you guys would, it would be greatly appreciated. Just give us a thumbs up, give us a like in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys these free plays 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It definitely helps us out. And try to build the brand. The bigger we make this show, the more we'll give you guys absolutely free. Absolutely, Edward. Bounce back day on free plays. We had a slight winning day on my personal plays yesterday, looking for a big sweep today, and I'm feeling it. I love the games that we put out today. And no better time than Sunday to end the week on a huge note. Yes, little Dizzer, we did take George Mason plus the points, and we're going to break that down right now. And remember, guys, you're looking to get on some solid plays. Pick up 1 full week of our premium plays, 1 full week of my personal plays, combo package, killer deal, guys. $350. Definitely put some money in your pocket. And my personal promise to you guys, if you're not making money when it's all said and done, I will take care of you. And that's based on the games that I'm giving you, because there's 100% fact, is I'm betting every single game that I give out, so I know if you guys are making money or not. And I am floored, and surprisingly, I hear this all the time. Guys will be on board, and they'll have a winning record, a great winning record, and they're not making any money. Oh, I didn't make any money with your plays, I'm not going to renew. Okay, well, how did you not make any money? Oh, well, I didn't bet this game, or I didn't like this one, so I didn't bet it. Or I didn't bet your premium plays, I only bet your personal plays. Everybody knows my personal plays had an off week this week. They were lights out for, 3 or 4 weeks straight. Actually, more than that. Month and a half straight. Lights out. Well, they had a little dip. All right, well, a dip for me, I think in the last 7 days, I ended up 12-1 on my personal plays. That was a bad week. Sucks. A bad week. No big deal. No big deal. It was a bad week. Premium plays, so if you bought the combo package, premium plays have been lights out. Premium plays have been producing winning weeks. Everybody up 6, 8, 9 games, depending on what day you came on board. So, I don't, sometimes things that make you go, for instance, last 7 days, premium plays 14-9-1. And I'll be honest, I think the last 2 days, the only games we've lost have been by a basket. Been by a basket. Little Dizzer, that's awesome. Absolutely blessed to hit a 15 and a 12-teamer. And it sucks. You lose by a basket. It's like it's the members bounce at the golf course. It just didn't go your way. George Mason plus 3.5. That's even better, bud. 14-9-1 on our premium plays. 12-12-1 on my personal plays. Okay, you lose a little juice there. Yet you picked up 5 games. And then I hear I'm down. Ask you why you're down. Oh, I didn't bet your premium plays. Why wouldn't you bet the premium plays? They've won every single day. At this sheet I only have going back the 8th. So since February 8th, I can go back farther. I'd have to just pull up another spreadsheet. But this sheet right here, premium plays have had 2 losing days since February 8th. They went 1-2 and then 2-3-1 yesterday. Every other day is 2-1, 3-0, 2-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-2, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 3-0. All right, guys, let's get some more game day breakdowns. Let's get this George Mason game under wraps, and we'll get another one. Little Dizzer, I do appreciate that. And Patrick, absolutely, definitely loading up today. I think it's a great day to be loaded today. All right, guys, taking a look at George Mason, 15-10 straight up, 9-3 in conference play, heading off against St. Bonaventure, who's 10-14 straight up, and 6-5 in conference play. A team that they lost by 15-2 on the road. George Mason was the home team. Back on January 6th, George Mason smashed them 68-53. It started out St. Bonaventure's conference play in that Atlantic 10 conference. Put them 0-1 to start the conference. All right. Since that game, it was actually George Mason's second conference game. Since that, they've had 3 losses in conference play. They're 9-3 in conference play. Taking a look overall, George Mason coming off a 2-game win streak over LaSalle in Massachusetts. St. Bonnie riding a 1-game win streak over St. Joseph's. They did lose to VCU not long before that. And I'm going to be honest, we've rode VCU when they beat George Mason on February 2nd and when they beat St. Bonaventure on February 9th. They had St. Bonnie had a win over Duquesne on February 6th. See that, guys? You guys taught me something. Thank you. Us West Coasters can never pronounce your guys' weird names right. They did lose, St. Bonnie did lose to Davidson not long before that by 9 points, 75-66. And they had 2 wins against Massachusetts and Richmond. Now, both teams, St. Bonaventure and George Mason, have both beat Massachusetts. St. Bonaventure beat them by 14 a couple, 3 weeks ago. And it took overtime for George Mason to do it this last Wednesday, 80-75. They also beat them 68-63 on the road earlier in the year. Both have losses to VCU. Both have losses to Davidson, where George Mason beat Dayton on the road 67-63. St. Bonnie lost to him in a double overtime, 89-86, back on January 19th. Definite revenge game for St. Bonaventure. Taking a look if there's any home court advantage. Not much. They're ranked 119th, toughest place to play in Division I, so right in the middle of the pack for the Riley Center, which does hold 5,780 screaming St. Bonaventure, New York fans. Mike Schmidt's got his team to 6-5 in conference play, and he's definitely has a tough battle here on the at home with a road dog in George Mason. George Mason can win on the road. They are coming off 2 straight losses on the road. They did lose to VCU 79-63, and they got beat by Richmond 81-67 on the road. But before that, they've got 4 straight road wins going back from nearest to farthest. They beat Dayton 67-63 on the road. They beat Massachusetts 68-63 on the road. They beat Rhode Island 84-67 on the road, and then they beat St. Joseph's by 25, 85-60. That was just 3 days before they beat St. Bonaventure the first time this year. Nope, other than Steven, other than the NHL first period over, I haven't given out a free play as of yet, other than the first period over NHL game. So, what do we take from that? George Mason can win on the road. Okay, they've won 4 out of their last 6. However, they dropped their last 2 games on the road, but they have shown potential to beat teams on the road that St. Bonaventure has struggled with. So, Ladarius, what's going on, bud? Welcome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Taking a look at the numbers on this game. Diving into the numbers. Believe it or not, St. Bonaventure has a fairly decent ranked defense as far as stats go. George Mason on offense, right middle of the pack. A little bit above the middle of the pack. Not much, but right about the middle. St. Bonnie defense near the bottom. George Mason knocking down 51.1% from the field. St. Bonaventure on D holding teams to 49.2%. George Mason struggles with the 3-ball. Matter of fact, both teams struggle with the 3-ball, all right? George Mason knocking down 32.1%. Whereas St. Bonaventure is holding teams for 32.9%. Fairly decent 3-ball defending team. Every 2-point play for George Mason, knocking down 52.6%. Whereas St. Bonnie's holding teams to 49.2%. Free throw shooting. George Mason, a excellent free throw shooting team, knocking down an even 73%. But they're going up against the St. Bonaventure offense that's an even better free throw shooting team. So if it comes down to free throw shooting, both teams are up there. 73% for George Mason, 74.6% for St. Bonaventure. They've got the 47th best free throw shooting team in Division I. They're knocking down 47.4% from the field. Horrible number. Another horrible three ball shooting team, knocking down just 31%. George Mason, an excellent team at defending the three. We've got them ranked 53rd at defending the three, holding teams to 31.5%. Division I average is 34.4%, so they're nearly 3% off the lower than the Division I average. Every 2-point play for St. Bonaventure, dunk, layup, jump shot. St. Bonnie, another horrible shooting team, knocking down 47.8%. Going to the bench. Both go to the bench a lot and often. 34% of all their minutes played are by bench personnel for St. Bonaventure, compared to the 32.8% for George Mason. Height advantage. You got about an inch and a half height advantage per player on average for St. Bonaventure. Definitely the taller team. Now, here's a big number, all right, guys. 2-foul participation protocol. How likely is the team, the coach, to allow a player to play once they reach that second foul? Well, for Mark Schmidt of St. Bonaventure, and for how percentage of the minutes left in that first half. For St. Bonaventure, Mark Schmidt's got his teams in there, or his players playing 50.1% of available minutes once they get into the 2-foul participation protocol. Well, Dave Paulson for George Mason has got his team just 12.9. So this is a key number when it comes to how defenders will play or how aggressive a player will be once they reach that second foul, because their coach is more likely to play them for at least half the minutes. So something to take into consideration. If St. Bonaventure gets into foul trouble early, it could spell disaster later on for them. That's for sure. We gave out an official free play on this game. It was our daily free play. We gave out George Mason plus the 3. Taking a look at the numbers side by side compared to their schedule, they've already beat them. And it's not like they beat them by like 3 or 4 at home. They beat them by 15 at home. They definitely had their number when they played them back on January 6th. They're gonna have their number again today, guys. And not only do they win, my personal opinion is I think they win outright. I think they win the game on the road. I think George Mason gets their fifth road victory of the year, and I think it'll be the 4th straight home loss for St. Bonaventure. But I'm taking the points. Whenever I get a small dog, 2-3 points, I'd rather take the points, knowing that it can be a close game. We don't have them winning by much. We actually have it a 67-64 final score. So definitely free play, and I'll put that in the comments of the chat right now too. I know some people are getting 3.5 right now. That's even better if you guys are getting 3.5. It's 3.5 everywhere. So if you guys are just now betting it right now, yeah, Alan, that's just one of our consensus plays, but our consensus plays win more than most people's big games. That's a fact, all right? That's a fact. Just to see what's going on, bud. How are you? And for everybody that's wondering, our games don't start early. Our first game doesn't start till 2 o'clock. All right? Premium plays don't start till 2 o'clock. My personal plays don't start till 2. I've got a personal play at 2, 5, and then, 2, 3, and 5. So Timothy plus 4 at Intertops. Awesome, man. Awesome. Mr. Hasagawa, good morning. Welcome. But yeah, our premium plays and my personal plays, they don't start till late, so there's don't feel like if you guys haven't signed up yet, you haven't missed anything, because you haven't. Definitely going to be a great day today. What we'll do is we'll go over that Houston game. I know somebody asked me for that Houston game. We'll take a look at that game, see what we can find there. I don't have a play on it. I don't have a play.
Well, that's fine. We break down the games for you guys. We do have 2 big premium plays today. I also have 3 big personal plays. Plenty of time to get on board for the good stuff. Hey, Jesse, I heard he was, No, I did not. I did not. I heard he was calling you a troll. For everybody that doesn't know, Jesse was a paid client and huge supporter of Bozo the Clown. And he lost over 50 units, and the guy told him to buy another package. And now he blocks him and calls him a troll because he speaks his mind. Mr. Hasagawa, we pay a subscription to Stats LLC, and it's upwards of 6-figure for what we use. But I think there's some sites out there that have the basic stuff. Scores and Odds, Vegas Insider, CBS Sports, ESPN. All right, guys. I've used it before, Hasagawa, but I like the live stuff. Ours is updated nightly, hourly, daily, minutely, live. So the information's updated as it comes in, not out for a week and nothing changed. All right, let's get another game day breakdown. Let's do that Houston game real quick. We'll break down this one really quickly. (24-1) Houston, 11-1 in conference play. Their only loss comes to Temple, where they lost 73-69, and probably a freak loss at home. American Atlantic Conference, guys. Tulane 4-19. Let's just go over their wins. Coastal Carolina, Tennessee Martin, Texas Southern. They haven't won since December 17th. Poor guys. And they're not going to win today. They're not going to win today. That's a quick fact. Unfortunately, so sorry for Tulane that they've got Houston and Houston laying quite a few points on the road. This is definitely a big spread. Line opened up. It's up to 18.5. Total was 136.5. It's up to 141.5 right now. Going through the numbers, we're just gonna do this one quickly because I do have a lean on this game. I wanted to bet it myself, but I was close to, but I did not. Houston, hell of an offense, great defense. All right, guys, plain and simple. Shooting 51.7% from the field, 34.6% from three-point range, 51.6% of all their two-point plays. They knocked down 72.5% from the free throw line. Tulane, horrible shooting team. Shooting 47.1% from the field. Their biggest problem is Houston holds teams to 42.2%. All right, they are already one of the worst three-point shooting teams in Division I at 30.8%. Up against the number 3 ranked defense in defending the three, holds teams to 27.2%. All right, they're 47.7% of all their two-point plays. Sucks for them. They're going up against a Houston D that holds teams to 43.3%, ranked 7th. Free throw shooting, nearly bottom of the pack, 67.7%. Nearly identical, 31.2 for Houston, 31.6 for Tulane. Height advantage, Tulane definitely has the taller team by 3 inches on average. 2 foul participation protocols fairly even, 6% for Houston, 8.4% for Tulane. Laying 18, one thing that you got to look at, you got to go look at Houston's record and see how they, handle teams on the road. They beat Connecticut by 8 on the road. Connecticut's a tough place to play. They beat UCF by 9 on the road. They beat Tulsa by 12 on the road. They beat South Florida by 9. They beat SMU by 11 on the road. They did lose to Temple on the road, 73-69. Before that, they've got a Oklahoma on the road, and they've got a 14-point victory over BYU in the beginning of the season, their first road win. Houston has played some shitty teams already. Taking a look, they've played 12-12 SMU. They did not dismantle them. They beat them by 11 on the road. Alex, what's going on, bud? Well, I think if this game was taking place at the Fertitta Center in Houston, Texas, I would Houston covers the 18.5. Taking place in New Orleans, Fogelman Arena, small, 3,600 fans. Probably won't even be a sellout. As horrible as Tulane is, I go back and forth. I wanted to bet Houston, but 18.5 on the road is a lot. I find it hard. I mean, Houston hasn't put away anybody on the road. Can this be their first big blowout on the road? I think it can be. Tulane at home, they beat them by 23. But they also lost to Temple by 8 at home. They did lose a 25 to UCF at home, okay? 16, no, that was actually a road loss. Only 4 to Memphis. They lost by 9 to SMU. So out of one game, there's been one game that Tulane has lost by more than 18 points. Okay? Only been one game. So for that fact, I personally can't bet them. And guys, I wanted to bet Houston. I really did. I tried talking myself into it. I wanted to make it a play, but I can't lay 18.5 on the road. Here, I just can't. As far as the total goes, it's already up 5 points. It's up to 141. I like the total at 136.5. I still like it at 141. I just don't like it as much. So for that, I'll give a lean on the Houston over of 141. Houston over 141. But, guys, honestly, I really wanted to bet on Houston. But they haven't been by 18 on the road this year. So I can't bet on Houston to I definitely think it'll be like Jose just said. I think it'll be close to our 18. It may go over it, or it may maybe right around there. I definitely see it being right around that spread. So the only thing that I'm sure of is Houston doesn't lose today. Glad I clicked. Yeah, it was definitely a little dizzer. I hope they pull it off for you. I have been. I've been eating a bunch of California mandarin oranges as well. You guys are fruits in season. We get it here now, so now's the only time we get good fresh fruit in the desert. Edward 139 is much better. The Westgate actually has it at 140. If I was going to bet it, I'd bet it at the West. Green tea. I like green tea. I can go for a Chuhai. Or some Oolong tea. Green tea. I lived in Japan for 2.5 years. I'll take an Oolong high, please. Oh, you capped it at 139. White tea's good. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to do one more game day breakdown. Oliver Page, yes, that is the consensus, one of the consensus plays. Lamont, Kyle, you eat soul food. Man, I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it, man. NO +3 is your pick, huh? Royal Brown Kyle, just want to thank you for helping me reach my goal. I now have enough money for a down payment for the car I want. Much respect. Dude, that's absolutely awesome. Awesome, man. Congratulations, Royal. That is absolutely fantastic, man. Way to go, bud. And I love hearing that. You've been with us a while now watching the shows, and it shows it pays off. We've had a lot of viewers that have been here since the very first time we went live. Royal, that's congratulations, man. It's awesome. Send me a picture when you get that new car. Text me a picture of you in the car. And for everybody that's here, welcome. Cappers Nation Live. We go live at least 3 days a week. Believe it or not, this is our 6th day going live this week. We've been live multiple times, many a times this week already. We're going to be going live again at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And Steven, what's going on, bud? Sorry. I was reading a text message. I'll be going live again at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 Pacific. And we're going to be giving you guys all the UFC plays that we have for today's card. JSN, if you want the UFC stuff, you got to tune in live at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Tom, I got about 3 hours. 3 hours. Looking for more. But, guys, we'll be live at 4 p.m. Eastern Time for the UFC as well. All right, guys, we're going to give every play that we have. We've got a 2-team parlay, a 2 3-team parlays, a 4-teamer, and a 5-teamer. We're going to give you guys all that for free. Everything on our UFC card, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, same spot, right here live. All right, guys? There's no need to go out and buy anybody's UFC package. We've got the winning information, and we're handing it to you guys absolutely free. All right? We're handing it to you guys absolutely free. And so save your money on buying from anybody. We've got one of the best when it comes, and it's not me. It's definitely not me. That's for sure. I rely on this guy from in the industry. So we've got one of the best guys when it comes to the UFC. All right, guys. He is an industry expert and industry insider. We ain't done yet, JSN, but we did give out a free play on the first period over 1.5 in the Pittsburgh New York Rangers game. And for Kyle, how do I feel about the All-Star game? Total 313. I think, in my personal opinion, I don't bet the All-Star game. I was going to say something negative, but I won't because I know a lot of people bet it, and I don't want to put anybody down. I don't bet the All-Star game. I don't bet preseason. I think you might as well just give me your money, let me kick you in the nuts, and send you on your way if you want to bet preseason or the All-Star game. It's my personal opinion. But you guys do as you see fit. I know a lot of people make a lot of money betting it. Salsewa Cabeda, thank you. I do appreciate that. And for everybody that's just tuning in, welcome to the show, Cappers Nation Live. This is our Sunday show. We're just winding it down. We're going to do one more breakdown, then get you guys on a free play, all right? Get you on another free play. We're going to make it a big one, all right? We're going to make it a big free play for you guys today. Going to give you guys one of my personal plays. I want some pizza now, too. I actually had a slice this morning, leftovers from our lunch here in the office yesterday. But we're going to break down another game, get you guys on a free personal play of mine. But if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you guys get notified every single time we put out a video. It doesn't matter if it's live like this one or live like we're going to do at 4 o'clock Eastern Time, or if it's pre-recorded. Is that Cece's Pizza or Chi-Chi's? Because Cece's is the one that has the made-to-order buffet. All you can eat. Cece's they have out in Southern California. Chi-Chi's they have out in Southern California. Oh, you said Cece's. Never mind. I could see the difference in it. It's not CHI. But it doesn't matter if it's pre-recorded or live like this. You'll be notified. So just subscribe to the YouTube channel. Bottom right-hand corner of the video, see a white little box with the Cappers Direct logo in it. Just hover your mouse over the box. Click that subscribe button, and you'll be good to go. Tap that little bell. You get notified every single time. If you're on your phone or your tablet, turn it sideways. Scroll up a little bit. You'll see the subscribe button. Also, if you appreciate all the hard work that we do, the free plays, leans, the laughs, we were showing pictures of fish earlier and my Jeep and stuff like that. If you appreciate all that hard work, do us a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. Give us a like in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work. It definitely helps us out, guys, in the Google algorithm and for the YouTube rankings. So if you appreciate it, do us a favor. Give it a thumbs up. If you don't like us or what we're about, feel free to give us a thumbs down. It won't hurt my feelings. If you have a suggestion on how we can make this show better, other than just give you guys more free picks or this or that or this or that, or speed it up, because that's one thing that we'll never do. We give out quality plays. It's the reason why we're 61, 36, and 3 on free plays in the year 2019, all right? We're only up 11 games in February. Our record's not looking the best. It's 28, 17, and 1. However, I will tell you this. We're up 11 games. There's other services that haven't even won 11 games this year, let alone this month, all right? So it's going to be a great day. We've got I've got 3 big personal plays of mine that you guys can feel free to get on. I'm going to give you one of them here shortly. Excuse me. And we have 2 premium plays, all right? 2 premium plays. Feel free to get on board, guys. We'd love to have you guys on board. Love to work with you guys. My personal guarantee to you guys, if you're on my personal plays and you're not making money when your package is over, I will take care of you guys absolutely free until you do make money. Tomas Machado, we took the first period over 1.5 in that game. Just the first period over. But we got a combo package. You can get on a week of our premium plays, a week of my personal plays. You got to work with me one-on-one directly for that week. 7 full days combo package for $350. And like I said, you don't make money, I will take care of you until you do. But everybody's making money, especially on the combo package. All right, especially on that combo package. Now, let's break down a game that I think you guys are going to absolutely love and get you guys on a nice big play as well. Sorry there, Edward. Yeah, we do pick some New Jersey teams. We do pick some New Jersey teams, unfortunately, for you guys that are in New Jersey. Edward, can you bet on a New Jersey team that's not playing in New Jersey? Or is it just any New Jersey team you can't bet on? Oh no, I know you. I know you appreciate it. I do the Major League I do all the live shows, but we'll start breaking down baseball when it comes around. Man, that sucks. That sucks that you guys, even if it's not in New Jersey. So if a New Jersey team comes to Vegas and plays UNLV, you guys can't bet it. Yet, I could bet UNLV here. That's crazy. Kyle, should we fade Bozo today? I don't even know what he has today, so it'd be wrong of me to say yes or no. You guys want to fade somebody, that's on you. You know? All right. Taking a look at this game, I think you guys are going to like it. Some of you probably won't. Edward already knows the game. Seton Hall facing off against Creighton. All right, guys. Revenge game. Revenge game for Creighton. Seton Hall already dismantled them, beat them by 5. At home, 63-58, just not too long ago. All right, guys. February 9th, we've got 15-9 Seton Hall coming off 2 straight wins over Creighton and Georgetown. They're also 6-6 in conference play. You've got Creighton coming off of 3 straight losses to Villanova, Seton Hall, and Xavier, with 2 of those losses in overtime. Very, very, very tired bunch who definitely benefited from 4 days rest. They're 13-2 straight up, 4-8 in conference play. Seton Hall, guys, knocking down 51% from the field. Creighton on defense, even worse than that, holding teams to 53.2. Every 3-point ball, guys, for Seton Hall, knocking down 33.2%. Creighton on defense, holding teams to 35.4. All right. 2-point play, 51.7% for Seton Hall. Creighton on defense, they're lacking when it comes to defense. They've got a nice high-powered offense, though. 53 they hold teams to 53.3% for all their 2-point plays. Free throw shooting team, Seton Hall knocking down 71.8% from the free throw line. All right. When it comes to Creighton, excellent on offense. With the exception of free throws. All right. Knocking down 57% from the field. However, the Seton Hall defense, we've got them ranked 64th with all their stats and numbers combined, holding teams to 49.6% from the field. Creighton, one of the better 3-ball shooting teams, ranked 9th, knocking down 39.4%. Seton Hall, they're in like that top third. Sorry, the bottom third. Well, The bottom of the top third, there we go. When it comes to defending the three, holding teams to 33.9%. So, in a nutshell, if Seton Hall leaves Creighton open, Creighton is going to drop 3 after 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. These guys are the 9th best three-point shooting team in Division I. Okay? So, Seton Hall is definitely going to have to step up on D to step up on defense to hold them from knocking down threes. They can definitely knock them down and take full advantage if Seton Hall allows it. They definitely allowed them to. They didn't allow them to. I mean, they held them to 8 of 28 in their first meeting. So they put up 24 points of their total of 58. So almost half, guys. Nearly half. So, the Seton Hall's definitely going to have to definitely defend the three ball just like they did in their first meeting. When it comes to every 2-point play, Creighton, another great stat, knocking down 55.2%. Seton Hall holds teams to 48.8%. In their last meeting, they held Creighton to 30%. They were 20 of 66 from the field. All right? They were also 10 of 13 from the free throw line. And Creighton's not a good free throw shooting team, just 68.5%. However, they were shooting 77% in their first meeting against Seton Hall. Going to the bench, both go to the bench 20-plus percent, 24.2% for Seton Hall, 28% even for Creighton. 2 foul participation protocol, fairly even, 18.2% for Creighton and 22.9% for Seton Hall. You've got about an 1.5 inch height advantage overall per player for Seton Hall. It is a revenge game, like I said. Definite revenge game. Revenge is on Creighton's mind, who is 4-8 in conference play, going up against 6-6 in conference play, Seton Hall. I'm not going to lie, guys, here. I already gave it out. A lot of you guys are already on my personal plays. No, Nathan, and hold that thought. I'll talk about learning how and when to bet games a little bit better here in a second. Free personal play of mine, guys. Taking a look at the line, make sure nothing has changed since I gave this out to my clients. And I texted this out, before we went live, so it's been a while. That line is already up, and I absolutely love it. It's already up a point from when I gave it out. But Seton Hall, plus 5.5, guys. Line is up to 5.5. Seton Hall, plus 5.5. And I'd watch it. Trending towards 6 based on the odds right now offshore. Bet Online's minus 5.5, minus $1.15. All right. The Vegas casinos are a little behind. They're moving it to minus 5.5. So you have plenty of time to bet this. I would wait a little bit, see if you can get it even higher than 5.5. But I like Seton Hall today. I think they probably get the job done and win outright. But I'm going to take the 5.5. Anytime I got a road dog and it's a revenge game and somebody wants to give me 5 and I think the better team is the road team, I'm going to take the 5.5. So Seton Hall plus 5, guys. And then Nathan, you said that the George Mason has already changed. The best way to build your bankroll, keep betting and be consistent. Don't do anything stupid. Stay away from parlays. Stay away from teasers. Stay away from all the prop bets, the side bets. Picking your best spots and being consistent with your bets. If you're a $10 bettor, keep betting $10. Once your bankroll builds a little bit, start betting 15 Or if you're a $100 bettor and you're betting $100 a game, great, no problem. Start building it up. 100, and when you win a little more, 150. When you win a little more, 200. When you win a little more, next thing you know, you're betting 300. Then you're at 500. Then you're at 750 a game. Then you're at 1,000. Shit gets real. Next thing you know, you're betting 1,500, 2,500, 5,000. Next thing you know, you're in Vegas dropping 10 dimes a game. So it's slow and steady wins the race. There's no race to being a $1,000 bettor. If you're a small bettor, fantastic. Build your bankroll. If I had $5 to bet, is that $5 to your name or $5 just US just to bet? I'd probably wait. To be honest, I'd wait until I had more. I'd wait until I had a proper bankroll. Roll that 5 back up, put it in your pocket, and you could almost go to In-N-Out and get a meal. But Nathan, you bet the game early, and then the line already moved. You got to look at the odds. If the line is plus 3.5, minus $1.15, it's trending towards plus 4, plus 4.5. It's trending. If you can go look up to see where line's moving and get an idea where that line is heading to see if you should hold off and wait or not. So, but that's that, guys. Hey, $5 or $50 or 50,000, big or small, we're willing to help out everybody. So everybody's got to start somewhere. But guys, enjoy those free plays. Remember, I'm going to be going live again at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Will be another great day. Make sure you guys get on board. Let's start making some money. I've got 3 personal plays. I just bet all right, I just gave you guys one of them, and I've got 2 more. We've also got 2 big premium plays today, so don't miss out. Get on board today, all right, guys? And that's that. I do have to run. Got to get some more clients on games. Any questions, feel free to give us a call, 888-561-8923. And remember, guys, it's going to be a great day today. Happy Sunday. Good luck. God bless. Don't do anything stupid. Always bet within your means. And make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you appreciate all the hard work, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up. And we'll see you at 4 p.m. Mahalo there, right back at you. Tune in at 4 p.m. Eastern time for free UFC picks and parlays. Thank you, guys, and enjoy your Sunday afternoons and mornings for us West Coasters. And we'll see you guys soon.